And welcome back to AgriTalk at the Farm Progress Show in Boone, Iowa. Joining us now is Eric Ziel, one of the host farmers for the show. Well, it looks like you're surviving pretty well.
Well, we're in the third day now, so we're getting there.
A little disappointing, of course, that you didn't get to do all the field demonstrations that you'd hoped to do.
Right. Tuesday went very well, and they got about another 50 acres of corn out that was demonstrated, and a lot of people out there able to see, and that went well. And of course, Tuesday night we got 4 inches of rain on site here, and kind of slowed the field work down. So yeah, we haven't been able to do any demos either yesterday or today.
The show site, the exhibit field, has handled the water very well.
Yes, considering how fast 4 inches of rain came, and I mean it came in just a matter of 3 to 4 hours. It's handled it very well. It's held up very, 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 very well.
What harvesting has been done in this area? How have the yields been?
Well, so far it's just been the farm progress ground that's been harvested. So there really hasn't been anything else around, and that's most of that corn that we have planted here is between 78 and 81 day corn. So it's at a little bit of a disadvantage. So I don't know that we've got any good yields to compare with. But the corn was very dry. We had a lot of heat units and stuff. So the corn that we took out in preparing for the demos was from a high of 24% down to about 17% corn. So it was ready to be picked.
We're hearing a lot of people talk about going to be a lot of variability in their yields throughout the fields. You know, some very good corn and not so good corn. Would you agree with that in your area?
Oh, absolutely. We're going to have corn all over the board. I mean, you know, with the rain we've had this year and a lot of water, a lot of ponding, there's going to be places where it's virtually zero to some areas where I think it's going to be exceptional corn. And the average probably is going to be kind of hard to guess, but it's just going to be absolutely all over the board.
What are your average yields here in Boone?
We should be able to get pretty close to 200 bushel most years.
So hopefully you will this year. What about your beans? How do they look?
Well, the beans, that's a tough call too, because there's been a lot of sudden death and stuff in a lot of fields, and I don't know how badly that's going to hurt.
We're hearing a lot about sudden death. How do you feel now on this third day? And, you know, you've had all the build-up a couple of years getting ready for this, and then sometimes it probably felt like it'd never get here. Then it gets here and it goes by kind of quickly. I mean, do you feel let down, relieved, or how do you feel?
Well, we've still got quite a bit to do, so it's an ongoing process, and yes, it's a lot of work, a lot of time consuming. We had a very nice week to get prepared. I mean, we had 9 or 10 days without rain, so we had some wonderful weather to get everything set. I know all the exhibitors got everything going, and everything's just ready. So it's unfortunate we got as much rain as we did, but especially for the field demo parts. But the show itself was very well attended. Tuesday was very busy. Wednesday, despite the rain, was very busy. A lot of buses come yesterday, and there were just a lot of people on site.
As you mentioned, you have to plant, short season varieties to be ready for the show. But the rest of your crop, when do you think, weather permitting, that you'll be able to get out and get harvested?
Well, we're going to be earlier this year than normal. The corn, our conventional field corn, which is 105 to 110 day corn, it looks to me like I wouldn't be surprised we'll be in the field pretty hard in 3 weeks or less.
Yeah. And beans, have they even started turning here yet?
They have. It depends, but it's hard to tell with all the problems that soybeans have had this year. There's places where they look ready, but and the same field will still be green. So that's kind of a tough call. But a couple weeks in soybeans makes a world of difference.
So when all of us get out of your way, you can kind of turn your attention to getting ready to harvest then.
Yeah, we'll absolutely. Just as soon as the show's over and we get things kind of straightened up and buttoned down here, we'll be getting everything out. Of course, I've already got a lot of my equipment out for the show, so we're hopefully not too far behind.
Good experience? Have you enjoyed it?
Oh yes, yeah. No, I really thoroughly enjoy working with everybody, and it's a very good program. It gives a lot of people a chance to see how agriculture is changing.
Thanks, Eric. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Eric Ziel, host farmer here at the Farm Progress Show in Boone, Iowa. All right, we'll take our halftime break. When we come back, Tom Bias, CEO of Growth Energy, will join us. We'll talk some more about ethanol issues as we broadcast this third and final day of the Farm Progress Show in Boone, Iowa. It's halftime on AgriTalk.